Hey guys, I wanted to talk today about the first two articles that I read and the three questions that have to go with them. Um, I also read the last article, but I think it has to do with the second set of questions. So the first two articles were basically about parents not telling their children what their sex was, and then the second one was telling them at 5 years old, obviously from the title, but a lot of stirring of emotions in the social status. People wondering if this was a good or bad idea. I'm gonna assume that people were fairly supportive, and some people were fairly negative about this. But I think both of the articles were really interesting in the aspect of whether or not this is okay for some parents to do this. Personally, I am more on the side that it's not, and the reason because of that is I feel like it's a parent's duty to um, enter a child into the world and understand what that world is about, and understand um, the social aspects, and what a and this sounds very gender stereotypical, but what a man and what a woman are supposed to do in the world, and in the aspect of jobs and stuff like that. I think everyone is equal, and everyone deserves a fair chance at what they want to do in life, and what and how they want to feel in life. And but I think more on the aspect of like a sexual aspect, I think that's where this kind of will get mixed up for this child. And I think it's very normal for a child at the age of 14, 15, maybe even younger, to tell their parents potentially, hey, I don't feel right, I don't think this is how I'm supposed to act, whether they were raised to act like a boy in a certain way, or whether they were raised as a girl. And I think at that point, they can make their own decisions on, hey, I think I was more supposed to be a girl, or hey, I was more supposed to be a guy. And then at that point, it's okay for genderizing themselves in a way, and telling themselves that they were supposed to be a girl, or that they were supposed to be gay or lesbian. And I think that's very okay. But not telling your child from the beginning is like not teaching them math, for example, and then just shoving in them into like a high school math class, and they can't make any assumptions for their own. They don't know the difference in the math problems that they're understanding or what they're not understanding. And I think giving them just a basis of what life is gives them a much better reality, and a much better chance at what they want to do and how they want to feel later in life, and it'll give them a better understanding of what the world is. So if I think it's possible to gender neutralize a child, I do in a certain way, but also I feel like it's not ethical, and I feel like it'll give your child a better chance to not gender neutralize them just because you give them a better understanding of the world. um, are girls and boys really the same? Yes, in the sociological aspect, I think boys and girls are definitely the same in terms of jobs, in terms of um, wealthiness or social status. I don't think one should be higher than the other. However, I think on a physical and emotional level, men and women definitely have different weaknesses and strengths. I'm not really going to go through those because I feel like that's topic for another debate. But I think how we are similar is the social status part, and how we are different is the physical and psychological part. So that was just my review on this topic, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.